Hello, and welcome to another SCL live cast between Feliburn and robjr. Today I'm joined by Kushalos.
Hey.
The Master Chief.
Hello.
And Ming549.
You're meant to say hello.
Ming's dead. Okay, so direct lead from Rob.
Yeah.
Feli might lead with... I don't know what kind of Rachi that is. I don't think the Rachi is Scarf, actually.
This is the same HO that Franklin brought last week.
It's either Scarf Gap or Scarf Porto. It's probably not Scarf Rachi. Could be just support Rachi, could be combined Rachi, could be a bunch of other things. The Feraligatr looks quite threatening.
Yeah. I'm assuming the Melodic is gonna be Haze, but I don't feel like that's gonna make any difference.
Yeah, I mean Crunch.
Gator with an SD up. Games.
The Melodic Haze, if anything, is going to probably work for the Mew and the
Mega.
It's mostly for Mew and Yanmega.
Yeah,
but even then, if Mew is Giga Drain or Psychic Noise, then it still fucking loses.
It depends on if it's Cloak or not, because if it's Cloak, then you don't get... Well, Giga Drain, I agree.
It's not Cloak on this team, it's Boots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
What boost? What bonus boost?
Milotic.
Okay.
Because if it were Cloak, that would be... Okay, he led Pheasant versus Mew.
Just fishing for Toxic immediately? Or this is the Zora arc, which could be.
That's true.
Yeah, that could be.
Always something to consider.
I didn't Rob lead with Terrakion. No.
Okay, that's real.
Okay. I mean, that was... I don't understand why you didn't ask me about there. This is... What?
No,
you were going to stay in, right? I feel like you
Vicky.
just commit to it.
I feel like you're just Earth Power.
Yeah,
Earth
the
Power
Rachi's...
seems fair. I think...
Yeah. Oh, he went... Okay, Milo. Oh, you just...
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, chip on Milo for Gator.
Okay, this was a slow taunt from Fez though, so this gets the full 3 turns on you. So you still have 2 turns of taunt left.
Yeah, but the fact that it's Psychic Noise and it's not Cloak is pretty big.
You can just like Noise chip this on.
Because the Yanmega looks like you need Milotic kind of deadly for Yanmega.
Going again.
That looks like offensive,
CM
right?
Rachi.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That looks offensive.
Well, I don't think that's not 1v1ing Mew, because now it just nasty plots. And
Yeah.
Earth Powers again.
Get Thunder Para. Oh, but then you'd also synchronize Para. But that's still good.
Yeah.
That's still good if you pair them.
Terra
That's
Electric
fine.
Thunder.
If it's Shadow Ball, does +1 2-hit KO Mew?
Oh, yeah. This is
Yeah.
offensive Mew.
Yeah, it does. But I don't think it's Shadow Ball though.
Yeah, it probably is not, but like, still.
I think Thunder, Noise, and like maybe Aura Sphere. I feel like that could be
Yeah, or
like
T-Bolt,
that could be what we're
if you wanna not live on the edge.
Yeah, or T-Bolt.
There's the
Just
MP.
something to like hit Slowbro and then something to hit Bisharp and then like Side Noise, right? I feel like that's just the
Okay, well, that did jack.
Oh, he got the F drop. Oh no. I don't know if
And
that
he has-
matters, but
Actually wins every relevant speed tie.
okay. Hey, wonder who this could be.
Well,
Are you-
we
if
know
you're-
which Pokemon this is.
If you're real, do you go hard mouth hold? If you're real,
Well, now you
Maybe
for sure have to go Hordo here.
this is Hora. Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm saying for Rob.
Yeah, everyone knows.
You go hard mouse hold. Are you built like that?
I think you can just sack here, though, no?
How cool would it be if you just went hard mouse, right? Like
On a
Hard
high
moves.
this is still very good versus your team, right? You stop Milo, you stop Hippo. You're faster than Fez. You stop Fez from boosting.
What do you want to sack, though?
I think
you want to go hard mouse because if
I'd throw
Ralph's
the
good-
mouse out. There's a Hippowdon there. Why would you want mouse hold? There's a Hippowdon.
Yeah, but I think you just want it for the tidy up though, no? Because Yanmega, you want it for Yanmega to
If
do Yanmega.
Hippo, but like, what is Hippo getting rocks up on? The Turret.
No, that's
Okay, see, I would have won. I would have won. Now you go mouse hold, you tidy up, he comes into Hippo, and then you like.
use a
I
bullet
don't-
seed.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, but a bullet seed doesn't actually
think-
2-hit. Well, it
I think if I'm Feli, I stay in here and double Shadow Ball.
No,
You
lose
that's a
immediately.
terrible play. That's a
you get
terrible
two tidy
play.
ups, you lose immediately if that happens. Okay, it is bullet seed. How many hits are we getting? 3.
Is this just loaded down?
hits?
No, it's
No.
3.
It's not this.
Does
Uh,
Hippo
how
have the
many-
Terra here?
Bullet Seed
Should-
mouse
yeah,
hold's
actually-
just so weak.
It's
Well,
fine.
actually, this
you
is-
can.
to be fair, this is
50%
not-
hip out on with a non-stab move. What do you mean weak?
You kind
It's,
of you-
it's just fine because you can keep the hip out on low for the rev of room.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
Yeah,
melodic
I- I
Probably
see.
force Hippo to Terra here. If I'm Hippo, I think I have to Terra.
Yeah, you have to because no, the problem is.
And
if
now
you
this, I
slack
think
off-
Yanmega might win.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yanmega kind of comes in now and flinches melodic once and then it wins.
Bug Buzz kill Hippo from here? I have to imagine it does, right?
Bug Boss
Yeah,
kills as
Bug
fuck.
Buzz.
Bug Boss kills as fuck. Come on.
Even if it doesn't kill, you burnt Terra, and Revavroom has his balloon still, and not looking good. Yeah, I think Yanmega and just easy clean at this point.
Yeah, the room kind of goes in.
Also, Gator. I mean, Gator is always look good, but you know, it looks good now. Don't go Gator here though. That would be bad.
Yeah, you just chip yourself with the helmet.
Yanmega doesn't
Yeah.
even need the.
I think he's debating
throws
whether
through.
he can better go Yanmega now or go like to Wreck first or something.
Running the
There it
Cal,
is.
yeah. If he's running the Cal, he should know that the Bug Buzz kills, and then we should.
Yeah, that should be like a mental calc easily.
I think you can go. You can. You don't need this, do you, Hippo?
I don't think it's. If anything, all this is just setup fodder for Revavroom. Like, let's say you get into a last Mon Revavroom type situation, and you still have Hippo. 2 billion, and then lose the game.
Well, what if it's like rock move or ice move?
That would be crazy. Okay. I need to Terra here. Can you just air flash flinch or air flash this?
It could be.
Fez is
it could
pretty,
be-
especially bulky.
I think Fez
I mean-
probably lives +1 air slash. The thing is, if you get toxic change, right? Like if the Milo haze. Okay,
Oh, it doesn't
crit,
matter.
Okay,
it's
so
crit.
never mind.
I was gonna say, if you look at Bug Buzz, I
Um,
did 9 on a quad resist,
Because
and then
the
you're
thing
also.
is, Milo would just 1v1
Oh.
this a lot easier
Yeah,
if
that's
it toxic chained.
I mean, you're still gonna try it,
I think
right? But like now
actually-
it's just harder.
Did it kill?
Oh, it's
Oh,
Miracle.
Wow,
it's
okay.
good. Okay.
That was a good.
DMV.
Whether that matters, I don't know. I think Terrakion comes in here and gets a free 7 edge.
Well, the thing is, if the gap dose is Scarf though, right? That kind of looks decent.
Zapdos to Scarf, I think it's still okay, because Terrakion can still Terra. At this point, it's like Zoroark is not beating both for Alligator and.
Terrakion gets 2 kills if it doesn't miss.
Mm.
Could also go
Whereas-
for Alligator, but I don't think that's right. I think it's
As
always.
Feli, would you have hazed or would you have mirror coated?
Would it be mirror code and
Um,
haze?
Oh,
It's-
this is.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not haste probably if
okay.
it's mirror code.
You're going for Gunk Shot over Stone Edge.
Same
Oh
accuracy.
yeah, this is whack. This is definitely a whack play.
You gonna shift
I
gear?
kind of.
This is bad because
No, you
after
can't.
this,
If you get burnt,
after
if you
this,
get burnt, then you might lose the game.
after this he goes Zoroark and just spams Shadow Ball, and then you get all
If
you.
you go Zoroark, you live a Shadow Ball, you can shift gear, and then you win. And that's like a losing play.
No, but the thing is, if does it lit?
Okay, see,
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, Haze.
Oh,
Okay,
Haze.
okay.
Okay, it is both.
Oh, you should have No!
Yeah.
I think no. I think objectively that's the better play to do. It is you have to spam haze
Why?
because you lose to +1 Rever Room, right? What beats it?
Still lose now. You lose like right now.
No, but you go Horo. Does
Do
it live
what?
a spec Shadow Ball? No.
Whoa, that hippo's
I'm
healthier
like
than I remember.
100% certain. I've used this. I've done before. It 100%. Oh, actually, it's like a 30. Maybe I'm just lucky. It's a 20% roll. So 87 to
Wait,
103.
Spec Shadow Ball, really?
Bro.
I didn't think it was. I thought it would just die, honestly.
Yeah, Rev has like 65 SPDF.
Yeah, how much does?
I mean, it's still a roll to Oko. You still have,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
This is still a spec Zoroark.
Not
Oh,
specs.
it's not. It's Scarf. Okay. Oh, why
Well,
did you
actually,
iron?
Wait, it was Scarf? Then why the fuck did he go into it? Or he
Yeah, this
needed
is fine
trick.
still. This is fine still.
Well, actually, if anything, that probably was the better play from him. Now, if this is banned Gapdos, this is tricky though, actually,
If
because
he's
what
te-
do
if
you
he's-
do?
You just go Gator and you click Aqua Jet, right? I don't really.
Well,
Maybe it's not Aqua Jet.
Well, the thing is, if it's Aqua Jet, well, you can go Hippo and get like 2 rounds of helmet chip on it.
I think
Or do you
it's...
just-
I think
Hippo's
it's
at like
Dragon
20%. Hippo is dying to Aqua Jet.
Dragon Dance.
Yeah.
This is DD. This should live 2
actually,
Shadow Balls, right?
it might be SD because Aqua Jet will be the only form of priority he has.
Yeah.
Unless it's
I
quick.
can't
attack
help but
Brachion.
think. So why?
Or
didn't
you run
we-
my stat from before
here.
with Dragon Dance and
Why
Aqua
didn't we
Jet.
shift here on the Zoroark?
You go Hippo here though. No, I think you have to sack Hippo here.
If you're Helmet, you have to sack Hippo. I mean, there's not. You need this and Gapdos for.
No,
Brachion.
he doesn't need to sack Hippo.
No, but the thing is, if this, well,
Okay, here.
if this,
Yeah.
It will be better, but
if it's banned Gapdos,
This is what
though,
I'm
no?
thinking.
Like I feel like Terrakion then just wins because Terrakion's gonna be Sash anyway.
It's not. It's Air Balloon.
Oh, wow,
Oh.
wait.
that actually is. Maybe
confused.
it's
I
Focus
can't. No,
Blast.
I
for
can't
you?
help but wonder why didn't Rob shift here with Revavroom in front of the Zoroark? I don't understand that.
Trick.
I feel like that was a no. That was like a no
No, but
drawback play though,
it
right?
was locked into Shadow Ball.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I think it was.
No, I mean I understand what you're saying. Like if it was Scarf and it tricked and you were locked into shift here, but then you can just switch out into Feraligatr and Aqua Jet and then come back in and just Iron Head win forever.
No,
I
no,
don't really-
no, it wasn't locked.
It wasn't okay.
Yeah, it just came in.
I'm saying if that Zoroark tricked, right, Revavroom.
Well, Scarf
you're
Ironhead
locked
actually
into
kind of
shift.
just wins anyway.
It's not banned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now the game is over.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
No, it's over.
yeah,
for
no, the
sure.
game is over.
Yeah.
Unless
It's all over.
Trachion's not. No. I remember this. Trachion's Swords Dance. With only dual stabs means it has to hit a.
It just
Have to
you
hit
just,
a move
you
on
just,
them.
jet, you just jet here.
Well, you jet here. I
Oh
mean,
no.
Feli's
No.
gonna
If you
go
jet, you die,
Hippo.
and then you have to hit. You have to hit a Stone Edge. I think you just crunch. Crunch would not kill you.
Yeah, I actually think you can just. You don't have to. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because if you kill the.
No, it does. It does. 'Cause if you click Aqua Jet, right, you double down with Hippo, and then you have to hit a Stone Edge with Trachion. Whereas if you click Crunch, you don't double down, and then you can just jet Zoroark for the win.
Yeah, but what if he just stays in? Or if you crunch. But what if he just.
Faster. You're a Feraligatr.
Also, hey,
That's the Zoroark.
I thought Lita Rek always ran Rock Blast for Cleave or matchups.
No, didn't the Zoroark Terra? It would have showed the Terra.
No, Hippo Terror.
Oh no.
Hippos around. Oh, he got it.
He didn't
Okay,
get
yeah,
he got the
that's
read
right.
anyway. I was
Well-
like, Hippo, right. No,
Yeah,
when the
Hippo-
Zoroark
Hippo
came in last
Terra
time,
against
I thought
Mousehold.
he copied the Terra. Yeah. When the Zoroark came in,
That
it
was a
had the
weird-
like Ghost Terra, and I was like, wait, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, Rob made a good read.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Rev Room could have shipped geared, and that would have been pretty good. But the way it played out is also pretty good, you know. Shout out to Rob. I think. Does anyone have the SCL sheet pulled up? What is Feli's and Rob's records now?
So Feli will be 5-4 now, and Rob is 6-3.
Fire. Very cool. All right. And that also, well, at the time that we're recording this, the Islanders and the Gibbles, which Rob is from the Islanders, Feli's from the Gibbles, are also like playing for a playoff seed right now. So, yeah, shout out to Rob.
Okay.
All right.
Does anyone have any closing statements they want to make on this game?
HO is boring. Hopefully, we get non-HO games in the playoffs.
We've also seen like 4 HOs this week, by the way.
Yeah, very offensive week.
Yeah, but that's fine, I think. Yeah, alright.
Remember, there is a suspect test ongoing for Yan Mega.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. Shout out to HO, yeah.
But anyway, thank you all for watching. We will see you next week for playoffs.
Yeah, next week is playoffs, yep.
Yep.
Unless there is some epic tiebreaker, but I don't think that's happening.
Either for playoffs or tiebreaker gaming.
Cool, see you.
Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Week 9 coverage for SCL RU, otherwise known as the last week of the regular season, as we kind of head into playoffs. We'll keep doing this for playoffs as well, but obviously there'll be less games, but that is in the future for now. We got 5 games to look at, and let's jump right in. First off, with the Franklin Arc9 versus Behe Gregson, obviously. So Behe actually won this game, last game of the regular season. Both these teams have kind of solidified their playoff standings, so this game in and of itself didn't really have an impact on the playoffs per se. I think Behe's team was already locked, and Franklin's was unfortunately out of contention, but got to get the games done. And for both of these guys, they're kind of just looking to end their season on a positive note, the regular season, that is. So, yeah, Behe did come out with a win with a pretty unique-looking sun. I shouldn't say unique-looking, but it was kind of a unique sun. Some interesting sets here. I think the Slitherin was banded, and the Armor Rouge was like Trick Choice Scarf, which was very cool to see. Franklin, on the other hand, has a very kind of standard-looking 5 mons, and then just a Cleavor tacked on at the end. Don't ask me what the Cleavor's doing there. I really don't know why. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting game. The Volcarona. The Slitherin put some big work in early, kind of clicking some big close combats and U-turns and stuff, kind of punching holes and generating momentum for Behe. And it kind of all culminated with Venusaur versus Terra Watered Reuniclus kind of setting up in front of each other, where Venusaur pulled out a pretty clutch Terra Dark to blank the Reedy on its turn, so it could kind of growth and then get Giga Drains off and close out the game. So yeah, very cool stuff from Behe, and they end their regular season with a win. Very cool. Next up, we have Metallica versus Stresh, aka ZavGP. This is Metallica's first start of the season for the Shoguns, after getting picked up kind of in the mid-season after some of the kind of issues the Shoguns ran into having to replace their players. As far as teams go, both of these look pretty standard. Nothing super out of the ordinary from either of these guys. Stresh has a couple interesting sets. This is the kind of lead Hazard View that he brought before, and has been spammed a couple times in this tournament, so something people should be familiar with at this point. And this was an Iron Press, an Iron Defense Body Press Scaldless Slowbro, which was interesting. A Scaldless Slowbro is not something you see every day, not very common. And in this case was not enough to get the job done for Stresh, because Metallica did end up walking away with the week. Spexable Canyon put in a lot of work versus Stresh's team. Slowbro's not really the greatest of water resist when it's a Spexable Canyon, nor is Empoleon when you have to contend with burns and potential earth powers, but yeah, I mean, the Volcanion just did a great job kind of punching holes early. Bellybolt got a pretty clutch paralysis on a Crocodile knockoff, I think, which was, pretty huge. And it kind of culminated with Metallica sending in his own Crook and cleaning up in the end game.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And like Suki mentions, Metallica remains undefeated this season. It's pretty funny. Next up, we have Rob Jr. versus Feliburn. Rob brought the HO that Franklin brought versus him last week versus Feliburn, and this is actually a very important game. This set between the Orange Islanders and the Studio Gibbles was actually to determine the 4 seed for playoffs. So for both of these guys, it's kind of like a must-win situation, and for Rob, he managed to convert on that. He managed to win for the Islanders, and overall, the Islanders actually did end up clutching, and as you can see here, they are going to the playoffs. So, yeah, congrats to them. But as far as the match in and of itself, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Hyper offense versus Feliburn's team. Not really anything super extraordinary from Rob. All of these are pretty standard sets. Feliburn's team is a little more interesting. You see my loaded here, which we haven't really seen a lot in this tour. But otherwise, I mean, the other 5 are pretty standard. Rob got off early, generated some crazy advantage with Nasty Plot Mew into Mousehold, kind of punching holes in Feli's team, as well as burning Terra on Hippo to answer the Mousehold, which kind of, generated just a lot of momentum for Rob, and let him end the game with Swords Dance for Alligator, who did end up kind of just cleaning through the rest of Feli's weakened team after the rest of, Rob's team did its job to chip everything down and get things in range. So, yeah, cool stuff. And as we move on into the rest of these matches, a little preview, we're going to see a lot more hyper offense. So yeah, that was fun. Moving on, like I said, we see a lot of hyper offense. This is the HO mirror between Illidan and Tanish, aka Lime. Illidan's team was also kind of in playoff contention. I think they were the circuit breakers, so they were actually playing to secure their place, because before this week started, they actually were in the 4 seed. So had they kind of clinched with the W, they would have been able to kind of keep that seed and then go to playoffs. But unfortunately for them, Lime was proved to be a little too much. His HO was a little too much, and he did manage to walk away with the win. Pretty straightforward stuff. A lot of trading down, a lot of punching. And Lime ended up eventually being able to clean up with a Life Orb Mimikyu without even needing a Swords Dance, just because he played well, kind of keeping the disguise, and managed to end the game kind of on his own terms without needing the SD boost. And then finally we have Santu versus Kush. Another hyper offense mirror. Kush, 26.5k buy, playing for his first win of the tournament, which he did end up getting kind of over Santu in this HO mirror. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Again, both these teams are kind of out of commission. They were not, playing for a playoff spot. So very much just for kind of pride in Kush's sense, and for Santu kind of just a player that was slotted in to kind of fill the slot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shoutouts to Kush for getting his first win of the tour in week 9. I'm going to take a quick look at some of these usage stats. Took a peep earlier. Because of kind of the just abundance of hyper offense this week, some of these stats are a bit conflated. Mew is a little higher than you might expect. Armor Rouge, Mousehold, Lilligant, and Sweet all a little higher than you might expect. Full Canyon still holding them a 2 spot though, so that's pretty impressive. A lot of people brought Full Canyon, even though, was a lot of HO dominant play this week. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then we can finally look at the final records of the season. Sebastian Lime holding down the 1 seed. With Lime's team, he was on the bench 1 week, having a combined 7-2 record, so they are sporting the best record in the tour. Rob and Fog, similar situation, both of them sporting a 6-3 record when combined with kind of the win Metallica got. Feli is the lone 5-4, and the last kind of these 5 of these positive record teams, and everyone else maybe just lagging a little bit behind. The Breakers Dynamos coming in at a respectable 4-5. Franklin and the Spartans coming in at 3-6, which is definitely a little surprising considering kind of how highly he was valued or rated at the beginning of the season. So, definitely a little bit surprising to see him down here. And past that, we have like the 1-2 win teams with the Foxes and the Platoons. The Foxes end the season 2-7, and Platoons unfortunately end 1-8. They just didn't quite figure out the secret sauce for how to keep their head above water for SCL, RU, and stuff. So yeah, that is that as far as the kind of standings as well as the usage stats for this week. And now we kind of move into playoffs. So obviously there will be less games. We will still be covering the playoffs, but instead of kind of the 5 set now, there will just be 2 for semifinals, which we can actually take a peep at right quick. I already kind of mentioned our 4 playoff teams, but we have the Technical Machines, the Terrors, the Dynamos, and the Islanders, which means Machines and Islanders. So Terrors Dynamos will be kind of the first week set. As far as Machines Islanders, that means we can expect a game from Lyman Rob, and then for Terrors Dynamos, a game from Stresh and Behe. So some exciting stuff. It's playoff season. You know, this is where the stakes are kind of the highest, so we need to see everyone kind of stepping up their game to the next level, and it'll be some hopefully great watches, and hopefully great games. So yeah, with that being said, that's kind of all I have for this week's recap. We will see you next week for the semifinals round of playoffs. And we'll keep you posted about what happened there. But as for now, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the live coverage as well as kind of this little recap at the end. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. You know the drill at this point, and we will catch you later. Peace.